Assalamu alaikum. This is Khadijatul Johra, welcoming you all in the class of 9 and 10 Finance and Banking, Chapter 6. Today's topic is Cost of Retained Earnings. At first, we have to know what is retained earnings. After paying dividends from the amount of profit that the company earns each year, some part of the company saves for future needs. This accumulated money is the reserved profit or retained earnings. Although there is no apparent external cost on the reserved profit, there is opportunity cost. In other words, if the money was distributed among shareholders, they could invest the money in another project to earn extra profit. But if the company does not distribute the profits earned, the shareholders are deprived of that income by investing that money in any other project. Here, being deprived of income by investing money elsewhere is considered as an opportunity cost of retained earnings. Since these retained earnings are due to ordinary shareholders, it is assumed that the cost of ordinary share capital and the cost of retained earnings are the same. However, ordinary shareholders have to pay a separate personal tax on the retained earnings. So they have to adjust the tax to determine the cost of retained earnings. The formula for determining cost of reserved profit is KR equal to KE into 1 minus TP. Here, KE equal to cost of general share capital and the TP is personal tax rate. But if personal tax rate is not given, then the cost of ordinary shares or equity will be considered as the cost of retained earnings. If the personal tax rate is mentioned, the cost of profit can be determined through the above formula. Now there is example for our better understanding. The current year's dividend of the income company is taka 10 per share. The market value of each share is 120 taka. If dividend growth is 5%, what is the cost of retained earnings? From the question, we can see that there is no personal tax rate is mentioned, so the cost of ordinary share capital and the cost of retained earnings are the same. Here, current year's dividend D0 is given that taka 10 and the current market value of shares is taka 120 and dividend growth rate is 5%. So we know the cost of retained earnings equal to KR equal to KE as there is no personal tax rate, and KE equal to D0 into 1 plus G divided by P0 plus G into 100. So D0 10 into 1 plus G 0.05 divided by P0 120 plus Z 0.05 into 100, and 10 into 1.05 equal to 10.5 divided by 120 plus 0.05 into 100, and the result is 13.75%. So the cost of retained earning here is 13.75%. We will see another example where their personal tax rate will be given. What is the cost of reserved profit if a company has a common share capital cost of 15% and income tax rate of 25%? Since the personal tax rate is not specified and the cost of reserved profits are the same, here the cost of ordinary share capital KE equal to 15% and personal tax rate TP equal to 25% or 0.25. So we know the cost of retained earning formula KR equal to KE into 1 minus TP, and here KE equal to 15 into 1 minus TP equal to 0.25. So 15 into 0.75 equal to 11.25%. So here the cost of retained earnings is 11.25%. In our today's class, we have discussed the cost of retained earnings with personal tax rate and without personal tax rate. I think you will understand this. So this class is over, and at the end of the class, here is 3 homework as usual. Try to solve it and send it in my inbox. Thank you for watching the class.